everything seems to be in order right now. I think I don't need to address the connection and the frame at this point because I think I found my ideal like time to play and stream. So yeah. Hello everyone, my name is JeanneHamada. Welcome back into my stream. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And yeah, welcome back into my stream. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And today we're going to play Stanley Parable. But it's not the one in Steam. Actually, it's not the 2013 and the deluxe version as well. It's the Half-Life mod. So yeah, in case you doesn't know, Stanley Parable used to be a mod for Half-Life. And I usually get like someone asked me to play it after I finished the Half-Life 2 like a few days ago, the finale of Half-Life 2. If you haven't watched it, you should watch the playlist. I already made the playlist. But yeah, let's get back into it. Okay, so Stanley Parable. Give me a second. Alright, Stanley Parable. There you go. And yeah, you can actually see how it's still basically Half-Life, so yeah. And I haven't played at all, so yeah. I don't know what I'm into. But let's get straight into it. Stanley Parable. Start a new game. Alright. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to expect from this game. Mostly because I'm going blind on this. I kinda wish I have enough money to buy Stanley Parable, but yeah. This is the best I can do right now. I'm sorry about that. If you guys expecting more. So yeah. Skip. I'll click to skip.
This is the story of
No.
a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Just pressing
Orders came
button.
to him through a monitor next to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Okay.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the order
yeah, he's a corporate slave.
made exactly for this job. And
Yeah.
Stanley was happy.
Yeah, he was a corporate slave. I can figure it out already.
And then one day something very peculiar happened.
Alright.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Which
He
is?
had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Have you tried to
Never
check
in all
your
his years at the
Wi-Fi?
company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Alright.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and walked out into the hallway.
Oh, I think you... Oh wait. Am I... Oh wait, I'm in game right now. I thought it was still... I thought that was still the cutscene. Give me a second. I gotta turn off the volume of the music a bit. I don't want to get copyright claim. Alright. Oh, wait. What? No, the song... Wait. Oh, it's like... It's in the game. It's not in the music. It's in the game. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. Okay, I guess. I hope the noise cancelling method, which is the traffic, actually helps coil down the volume a bit. So yeah. Because from what I read from people actually saying, the narrator is like the best thing in this game. So yeah. Is that there is? Oh, you cannot jump. Maybe check the check the Wi-Fi maybe. Plug it and unplug it again. Grab anything. So yeah. What if I don't leave this place? Because I know this game takes a lot of inspiration from like waiting. It forces you to wait and it rewards you with something. I believe you wait. No, I don't have time for that.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to
Right?
check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and
Okay.
constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Maybe you should grow up, Stanley. Like seriously. 420, 427, 426, 420, 425, 424. Give me a second. My cursor is like flashing in front of me. I don't know what's up with that. Right. Can I open any of these doors actually? Have to be interactive. No, none of them can be. I'm just gonna try everything. See if that's gonna take me somewhere. I don't know. I can zoom in as well.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I'll be obedient to you. Alright. Okay, yes. I'll listen to the guy. I'll listen to the guy upstairs.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he
Okay.
was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk up to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
It doesn't even work. What a waste. Okay, yes.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. Upstairs. I'll be obedient. I'll be just a corporate slave. Like I'm always be.
Entering his manager's office,
Right?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. It was at this point that he began to feel dizzy and a little sick.
Okay.
He even thought he might pass out when suddenly he noticed a keypad next to the filing cabinet in the corner of his boss's office.
Alright.
Stanley had never seen this panel before and had no idea what combination of numbers would produce any result. In fact, only Stanley's boss knew this, since the panel withheld access to the boss's greatest, darkest secret.
Alright,
And so
finding
he had
the thing
assigned
then.
the keypad a combination that only he could possibly know. The number of his freshman dorm number in college.
Which is?
1957.
Okay.
But of course,
1,
Stanley couldn't possibly have
9.
known this.
I'm an idiot. What did you say again? I'm an idiot. Yeah, this game not right. Wait, the game is too quiet. Oh, give me a second. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, I think that should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. I don't wanna get copyright here. Also, Angel, what's
Stanley
the...
just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Uh,
Trying to input anything on the
oh.
keypad was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 1957.
Alright.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Okay, I guess.
Amazing. Stanley ventured forth into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, alright. I'm
As he
listening.
drew deeper into the bowels of the building, Stanley had no idea where he was or what this place held. And just as he began to think he might not discover a thing, he emerged into a long room to find rows and rows of monitors. Screens with a number above it.
427 right there.
However, that these were not random numbers, but the number of employees who worked in the building, his co-workers. Even his own number, 427, had a
Yeah, right
place on
there.
the wall. But why was
47.
the up so elaborate, he asked. Was this simple surveillance or something even more?
21.
And as if in answer to his question, the wall slid open before him,
Oh,
revealing the ultimate truth of the situation.
I'm not. I don't know
An
what the heck.
enormous control panel, Stanley discovered.
I don't know what the hell
But
is
not
going
one
on.
that controlled simple machinery. Buttons were labeled with emotions. Happy, sad. Levers and knobs controlled actions.
Wait, give me a second. Oh, it's raining outside. Okay. I thought I was hearing things.
Doing work or watching TV.
Okay.
Every input on this device monitored not the functions of a machine, but of a human being. And the reality began to sink in. Stanley, like so many other people, reduced to images on a monitor, had been under someone's control, always at the mercy of this machine. Could this have been the only reason employee number 427 was content with his boring job? That a machine had altered his emotions to accept it blindly? He began to feel an unbridled rage, and at the peak of his anger, something happened.
Okay, what happened?
A spark.
Oh,
Stanley looked up and saw the generator overhead, still providing some small amount of power to the machine,
alright.
keeping it alive. And knowing that this generator was all that kept the controls running, Stanley moved to the ladder in the back of the room and began to climb towards the rafters.
What? 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 What do you mean? This one. Okay, I guess. I cannot run, so this is I can do. This is all I can do. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, upstairs.
The higher Stanley climbed, the closer he felt to freedom.
I cannot jump, so yeah. Here. Stable generator, engage generator. I'm gonna listen. Disable the generator. There. I did the icon. Now what?
Power
Left?
gone. All alone.
Oh.
And then
Oh, I'm still in the game after. Alright. No, this is fake. This is fake.
as he stepped through the door into the fresh outside air,
Yeah,
a
this is the
feeling
fake.
of liberation rushed through Stanley's body. He had seen power, he had seen enslavement, and he had destroyed it. The underling was in control now. He had found his leading role. Stanley never discovered why everyone had gone missing, nor how and when he had come under the machine's control.
Yeah, this is
But it
fake.
didn't upset him terribly, because he knew that this was how things were meant to happen. All he felt was a delight unlike any he had ever known before. Never again would he follow someone else's orders without question. Never again would anyone tell Stanley where to go.
I think this is the mocking because I've been following what he said.
No more instructions on a screen.
Yeah.
Stanley decides for himself now. And he stepped out into the world, and he felt the cool breeze upon his skin, and Stanley was happy.
Yeah, this is basically like passive aggressive mocking. Alright. Okay, that's one of the ending, I think. Alright, that's one of the ending. And it's 15 minutes. Alright. I don't know how many endings there is actually in this. So yeah. do it again. Wait, no. Yeah, let's do it again. Click to skip. Alright.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude
Okay, now
was
let's
terrifying.
disobey him.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the employee lounge, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. So he turned left at the first open door and walked back in the right direction.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why everyone had left. No one wanted to be around someone as bad at listening as him. And since he was walking into the middle of nowhere and thus ruining the entire story, Stanley decided that he would punish himself.
And how am
So
I
when he
supposed to
came
punish
the
myself?
elevator and the doors opened, he stepped inside and pushed the button to go up.
Push the button to go up. What if I don't? Where's the button? Where's the button? I wanna assume this is the button. Oh, I'm going up. I don't know what the hell is going on, to be honest. And he said, I'm going to punish myself, so I don't know what the hell that means. No, I'm gonna refer to Stanley as his own individual. I'm not going to refer to Stanley as me. I don't know what the hell is going. Oh, this is not right. Yeah, this is not right.
It almost perplexed Stanley that he had actually gone and stepped into this metal trap. After all, it should have been no surprise that this thing would lead him to his death.
Well,
But he thought to
shit.
himself, this is simply the price to pay for ruining a perfectly good story. So he resigned and willingly accepted his fate, the inevitable end toward which he had spent so long stumbling. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, shit. Well, this is... yeah, I'm dead. I think not.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator as he sent his subject down the conveyor belt and into the enormous metal jaws. In a single
never
visceral
happened.
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
No,
killing
it's
him
not.
instantly.
I'm pressing everything, guys. I can't get out. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
It's a shame, then, that for all his work, it was such a meaningless victory for the narrator. Did he really think he would accomplish anything by murdering this disposable vessel?
Okay. I don't understand what the hell is going on. I'm out. I'm out of this
Every
place.
choice Stanley could make had been designed for him long before he ever set foot here. The narrator wanted to kill him. Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start.
Okay, I'm out.
There's no salvation for either of these two, I'm afraid. The narrator had as little power over Stanley as Stanley did over the paths that he walked.
This is amazing. I don't mean to say it.
But listen to me. This story is not over. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
And how
Push
am I supposed to
escape
do that?
And press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
I'm dead. I'm dead. Well, shit. Alright. I'm not tempted to quit the game, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna crash the OBS. So yeah, I cannot do that. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's an actual ending, to be honest. So yeah, I cannot do that because it will crash the OBS.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge.
I don't know how many ending this game has, to be honest.
By himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Alright. Angel, are you still here? Yeah, Angel, can you look up how many ending this game has? I just wanted to know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I have no idea how many ending this game has, to be honest. Wait, give me a second. It's alright here, I suppose. Yep.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk up to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
I'm so
Coming to a
confused.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I save? Technically, I can save, yes.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
No, I won't
He
do that.
considered the possibility of facing his boss, of admitting that he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, was it really worth taking that risk? All because he believed everyone had disappeared? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
Alright, what?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Alright.
Everyone I know simply vanishing out of the blue, there's almost no other explanation for it. And a nagging fear began to creep up in his mind. Questions that had been there all along. He just hadn't put his finger on them yet.
Okay, what's that?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Now that you mention it, I just realized,
Why
yeah.
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Okay.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Was he just walking around in circles?
Probably.
Where am I, he thought. And the more he found himself unable to answer these questions, the more questions continued to arise, until he came to the issue that had been slowly boiling,
Alright.
until he could ignore it no longer.
Which is?
Why is there a voice in my head, dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I'm gonna sit down in here.
Suddenly, every door slammed shut. No, Stanley screamed. I need to get out of here. I need to know that there's something out there. I need to know it's not just all in my head. And he
I think
screamed
he's
and
going
clutched at his
crazy,
skull
yes.
as the voice grew harsher and the music in the background rose higher and higher. And then, moments before collapsing to the ground, Stanley clenched his fists and screamed to anyone who might be listening,
Yeah,
I'm
this
not
thing.
real! I'm not real! Don't believe any of it! None of it's real! And then everything went black.
I don't know what the hell just happened. This turned into a nightmare real soon.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
I don't get it, to be honest. That part I don't get. Oh wait, I cannot save it. I see I cannot save it as well. I don't get it. What's that supposed to mean? Is it like, is it because then they just gone crazy? And just running around the town saying that he's not real,
Stanley
and stuff
decided
like
to
that.
go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers.
I'm not sure
He never
actually.
functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Okay.
When Stanley came
I
to a
said to
set of
shut
2
it, the thing
open
down.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't understand, like, most of this game, to be honest. It's like
As
really
Stanley
new.
entered the lounge, he was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk up to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
Okay. So confused. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm just so
Coming to the
confused.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's around? Something changed. Now going up.
Entering his manager's office,
Okay.
Stanley was
I already
once
know
again
what it is.
stunned to discover not an indication of any
One,
human life.
one,
It was
one,
at this point
one.
that he began to feel dizzy and a little sick, and even thought he might pass out when suddenly he noticed a
The connection is dying. What the hell?
keypad next to the filing cabinet
One,
in the
one,
corner of his
one,
boss's office.
one.
Stanley had never seen this panel before and had no idea what combination of numbers would produce any result. In fact, only Stanley's boss knew this, since the panel withheld access to the boss's greatest, darkest secret. And so he had assigned the keypad a combination that only he could possibly know. The number
I don't know.
of his freshman dorm number in college. 1957. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I don't know. What's the key again? I don't know. I'm just trying to like anger the narrator.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the keypad was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 195.
Just keep getting it wrong. Probably. I don't know. Yeah, Angel, have you figured out how many ending in this game? I don't know how many ending there is.
1957.
No. I don't wanna. I don't wanna press that. You press that thing. I don't wanna press it. Oh yeah, that the wall texture is really different. Nah. Nah. Oh, it's getting louder. Oh, shit. The raining outside is getting louder. Okay, fine. You're not gonna do anything about it. 1957. There.
But incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Good lord,
Stanley
this
ventured
thing.
forth into the newly opened passageway.
It doesn't close. Cannot jump.
As he drew deeper into the bowels of the building, Stanley had no idea where he was or what this place held. And just as he began to think he might not discover a thing, he emerged into a long room to find rows and rows of monitors.
Hey.
Screens with a number above it.
Cannot do anything with them though.
Stanley noticed, however, that these were not random numbers, but the number of employees who worked in the building, his co-workers. Even his own number, 427.
Where they are.
was on
That's the
wall.
thing. Where they are.
Why a setup so elaborate, he asked. Was this simple surveillance or something even more? And as if in answer to his question, the wall slid open before him, revealing the ultimate truth of the situation.
Oh, hang on. Give me a second. Alright. I'm actually looking up things. So... Not here. Yeah, you can probably hear everything in the background, so yeah. Okay, there's like... Right now... Hey. There is 1, 2... No, actually, there is 1, 2... 3... 4, 5, 6. The freedom ending I already got. Maria ending, yes. Okay. I don't get it. Yes, I don't get it at all. Okay. I wanna assume.
An enormous control panel Stanley discovered, but not one that controlled simple machinery. Buttons were labeled with emotions. Happy, sad. Levers and knobs controlled actions. Walking, eating, doing
Give me a
work,
second.
or watching TV. Every input on this device monitored not the functions of a machine.
Okay, this is a lot more confusing than I thought. I actually have to look up
Reality
a guide.
began to sink in. Stanley, like so many other
Okay.
people, reduced to images on a monitor, had been under
I don't get
someone's
it.
control, always at the mercy of this machine.
Alright.
Could this have been the only reason employee number 427 was content with his boring job? That a machine had altered his emotions to accept it blindly? He began to feel an unbridled rage, and at the peak of his anger,
Get it.
something
I
happened.
don't get it at all.
A spark. Stanley looked up and saw the generator overhead, still providing some small amount of power to the machine, keeping it
Yes.
alive. And knowing that this generator was all that kept the controls running, Stanley moved to the ladder in the back of the room and began to climb towards the rafters.
I don't understand any of this. What is this supposed to mean? Oh. Catwalk. Elevator. I don't get it. Alright. So, from what I read, it's going up and then press on. If I do that, I get like 3 of the normal ending. There's some more.
As Stanley climbed, the closer he felt to freedom, the further from enslavement.
Just give me a second. Why is it laggy all of a sudden? It just laggy all of a sudden. I don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, so turning it on, make it
Oh,
explode.
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Maybe.
After it kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes.
Stanley. Stanley. I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much
Oh,
that
my leg.
machine can do. You were meant to let it go. Turn the controls off
Nah.
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do better than that.
Alright.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you have. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized that he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
Guess I'll die.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Oh, let's make it say, 2 minutes. Now,
Oh.
this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? Go ahead. Play with those controls all you like. The real controls are where I'm sitting. Did you really ever believe you held any power? Did you not
Yes.
think I knew what I was doing? When I erased your co-workers and turned off the machine, I was offering you freedom, an escape. I didn't have
I don't know,
to
I'm
do
just
that.
pressing everything I can find.
I've run this story many times, and I don't always set you free. Sometimes you just sit there, day after day after day, doing your job forever, and then dying alone. But when I actually give you the freedom to control your own actions,
I don't get
it's not
this.
enough.
Wait, I don't get it. Give me a second. Okay, it's a bomb. What? What? I'm so confused, like, seriously. Yeah. I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. Okay, so this one is necessarily will blow up no matter what happened. I assume. So I'll take a look at the other ending. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Alright, this is what I do. Alright, this is exactly what I do. So I'm going direct path back here. Okay, how am I supposed to do this? Oh. Okay. I'll let this
I
one blow
let you
up for
go,
now.
and you trapped yourself just the same. You just weren't made to handle this sort of responsibility, I'm afraid. But you know what you were made for? Pushing buttons.
Okay.
You get it now? Now I'm enjoying this. Tell you what, I'll throw some extra time on the clock just because I'm having so much fun.
I don't get it.
There we go. You see, I want to watch you for every long second you try to puzzle this out. After all, it should make sense, right? The timer,
Does it make
the nuclear
sense?
detonation, the mysterious facility, it's all here. This is a video game.
Okay. Now
Except
what?
for one thing there, hero. You've got no weapon, no vehicle.
I
You
don't
don't
get
even
it.
know where you're going. When you saw that timer, you just instinctively started trying to find an exit, didn't you? In
Okay.
fact,
22 ending. I just read the chat and I said 22 ending. Yep. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Also, Galactic Potato just arrived. Yes. Hello,
you're still
Galactic
looking for a
Potato.
way
Sorry,
out.
I just
I
read
bet
the
you're
thingy.
clicking on everything in this room, trying to open doors or vents or something and solve the puzzle. As though this game has a solution, as though it can be won. That timer is not a catalyst to keep things moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
I got an
This is
idea.
not a challenge. It's a tragedy. It's the moment when the hero realizes that despite his best efforts, he is powerless to his environment.
Wait, give me a second. No. Is this the deluxe or regular? This is the 2011 Half-Life mod.
He lets go. He surrenders. And he dies.
I will die on my term.
30 seconds, Stanley. 30 seconds. Until a boom, and then nothing. No ending to this story, just you die.
Ow.
I suppose you could have gotten an actual ending if you played along, but that just wouldn't have been your style, would it? Instead,
Oh, come on, that shouldn't kill you in
the only
Half-Life.
choice you made here was to turn on that machine and to start this timer. But you won't be alone, because I'm not going anywhere.
Well, you die with me
I'll
then.
be here to watch every second of your inevitable life from the time we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I don't think so. So yeah, That's the boom one. There is the other ending that I'm not sure how to get them because small brain. So yeah, having a small brain. But here's what I get.
And constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying.
Up the
to
two
him.
doors, pick the one in the right, go to the warehouse. Which warehouse?
When Stanley
Okay.
came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the employee lounge, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Wait,
So
jump
he
on the
turned
catwalk. Jump on the catwalk. You cannot jump in this game. How do you jump in this game? I don't get it. I'm just reading the... I'll be honest with you. I'm reading the walkthrough right now. And I have zero idea what the hell is going on. What the hell? I don't understand. I know this. Yeah, I don't get it. So confused. Ah. What the hell? I cannot believe this. Okay, let's take a look. No, not this. This. This will probably take a while. Okay. Got the freedom. Got the escape. That is 15. Alright. I'm looking at all everything around here. Hit the on. Order followed by before changing.
After
You
the
can
first open
you can
door,
actually skip it up. Give me a second. You can actually like force your way. Go upstairs and force your way. Okay, give me a second. So from here,
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
okay, so from here, turn to the left and up the stair. Now, instead of heading towards the right control facility, take a left toward the escape passage. Where is the escape passage?
Stanley
Okay.
came to a set of 2 open doors.
Here.
He entered the door on his left.
And up the stair.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk up to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
This is a madness. Okay. Okay. What's this there?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Did we take left toward the escape passage? Where is the escape passage? I asked to myself. Okay, up. I cannot believe this. Oh wait, is this... Wait. Oh come on. Is this only for... This is not for the mod, is it? This is not for the mod. I just wasted my time trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And this is not the mod. This is the 2013 version, not 2011 version. Okay. Yeah. This is not... Yeah, this is... No, this is not it.
Entering his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not... Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on
Yeah,
the
this
key,
is not it.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. Stanley ventured forth into... As he drew deeper into the bowels of the building, Stanley had no idea where he was or what this place held. And just as he began to think he might not discover a thing, he emerged into a long room to find...
I'm not going in there. Is there anything else? Somehow this game has broke me. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, somehow this game has broke me. It's not it. So let's do as the other narrator said.
This is the story.
Yeah, so as the narrator said.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to
Yeah,
check
I
on
don't...
his
The thing is, I don't understand
He
how to
never
get
functioned
them.
well by himself,
Because there is no guide
and
talking about that.
constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude
I don't
was
know, maybe
terrifying.
if you can find the guide for it,
When
you can
Stanley
let me
came to
know.
a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the employee lounge, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. So he turned left at the first open door and walked back in the right direction. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Maybe
listen
this
to
is
what
why
she said.
Everyone had left. No one wanted to be around someone as bad at listening as him. And since he was walking into the middle of nowhere and thus ruining the entire story, Stanley decided that he would punish himself. So when he came to the elevator and the doors opened, he stepped inside and pushed the button to go up.
Wait, can you use no clip in this? Because I know you can. This is like Star's engine. I know you can use no clip on it. What happened if you use no clip? Wait a minute. This one. Can I like leave this place? I can.
You see?
What do you
It's
mean you
nothing.
see?
No one's even built this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. It's just a bunch of skybox and dev wall textures. That's it. Is this what you were looking for? Was it worth ruining the story I'd written out for you? I
Wait,
put a lot of time
how am I
into
supposed to
it,
get
and
here?
now well, here you are now, just looking at nothing. To think that that's all I needed to make in the first place, just a whole lot of nothing, and you would have been happy. Well, hey, you still need a little something to do. Am I right? Here, let me load up another map. See if there's something
I
in
think I
here that'll
somehow
keep
broke
you
it.
occupied.
I think I somehow broke it.
Ah, here's one. Let's boot this up. We'll see if you like it.
I think I did something wrong. I'm not supposed to do that. I think somewhere along the line after I put the no clip on, I fuck up. So yeah. It's loading something. I don't know what it's loading. I'm kind of scared actually. Wait. Wait, what? Oh no, I'm back here again.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? I don't know why it would be. This map wasn't even made for you. At least I created a world specifically with you in mind.
Yeah,
I wanted
I've
to
been
make
here
you a leading
before.
man. This one, well, I'm afraid you're on your own there.
It's alright. It's alright. I've done this before. I can do it again. I've done this before. Where? Hi, Casey. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. That's not right. Yeah, that's not supposed to be there.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got his job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That, or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Casey. Mr. Casey. Probably so. Okay. Here we go again. I'm gonna die of a prospect of something. I don't know. Is this the mouth open? No. Alright, here we go. The door is always open, is it?
Hold on, Desmond. I spent
Wait.
so long talking about you. Why don't we just take a break from that and talk about something else for a change?
Alright, what do you wanna talk about?
Let's see. Well, according to Wikipedia, more than 90% of the night sharks caught off northeastern Brazil contain mercury concentrations higher than that considered safe by the local government. Now, this is fascinating. Don't you want to know more about the night sharks? Oh no, of course not. All you
No,
want to
I'm
hear about
listening.
is your
I'm
son.
listening.
Well, fine. You haven't listened to me once so far. I can't expect you to turn that around now, can
No, I'm
I?
listening. I'm listening. Alright. Be free, so... Hang on. Casey. I can't go up because Casey's not there. Give me a second. Okay, I need you to stand here. Casey, you stand here. No. Go down. Casey, you... Here. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. I need it to be like pretty high so I can grab Casey when I'm done with it. Okay. Somewhere around here. Okay. I told you guys we'll meet Casey again. Don't worry about it. Whoa. Whoa. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. There. Alright. Considering I am pretty... Yeah. Come on. Okay. No. Alright. There. Alright. Let's go. Yep. My leg.
that's the end of the line. I don't suppose this was a particularly fulfilling experience for you, considering not a single art aspect in this map was created with you in mind. But hey,
It's
you're
alright.
a creative kid. I bet you can come up with a story about this place and why you're in it. And while you're doing that, why don't you think up an ending too? Because you certainly won't find one here. I'm afraid that's the long and short of it. This room and these walls are all you get.
No, I get Casey
Maybe
with
the
me.
story ends when you decide you can't live in this futuristic science fiction dystopia world, and you gallantly commit suicide. Maybe
No.
you stand in this spot for all of eternity to guide and greet other travelers like yourself who pass this way. Or maybe you just get bored and you quit the game.
No.
Heck, anything's an ending if that's where you stop playing. But whatever ending you write for yourself, Stanley, you won't have my help. You turned your back on me, and now I do the same to you. So, good luck. I think you'll need it. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Alright. Now what? I don't know what this is.
Wait,
Wait,
hold on. What are you doing?
where the hell am I? I just left Casey behind. I just left Casey behind. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here. I don't know what the hell is going on. I fell, and I cannot get up. What the? I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm out of here.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
I don't know.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
Where the hell am I? Oh. What the hell just happened? Why am I here? Alright, I guess. Yeah, I left Casey behind. So yeah. Okay. I don't know what the hell is going on. I just following what I think. The door doesn't close. The door doesn't close to my surprise. So yeah, I am literally alone. He cannot follow me here. I don't know what the hell is going on. Whoa.
It's sad, I know, but all stories must come to an end. Of course, they say it's the journey that truly matters and not the destination, and I like that idea. To think we might value the paths we walk as much as the places they lead us. Now, I don't know what sort of story you've ciphered out of that world you've made for yourself, but I hope that being the leading man was everything it's cracked up to be. I know it can be a little hard getting around without someone looking over your shoulder, but this is simply the nature of freedom. Besides, I haven't really gone anywhere.
Alright.
Maybe you don't want a guide, but I think I'll always have a place here at the end of every story. I'll step in and wrap things up with a nice piece of dialogue and a reflection on life that makes sense of whatever path you've chosen to walk.
Alright.
And for now, I'm happy to be the destination instead of the journey. But only for now.
Alright. That's the end. Okay, I guess I don't know what else just happened. But yeah, I think no clip is no clipping of the map. It's like a legit answer. You can actually do that. So yeah, give me a second. I think that it's a legit way to like finish this. It's literally downstairs. That's the place. Okay. I am so confused right now. So near the hallway does. Wait a minute. Hold on. Can I? Oh. Yeah, he just exists. And I cannot even shoot this because apparently yeah, I cannot shoot it because I think the game disable. Yeah, the game disable things, I think. Because I cannot even attack him. What's he looking at? Yeah, I cannot even attack him. Like, seriously, I tried. I'm pressing everything. Stop following, idiot. Yeah, I think I broke the game. Like, seriously, I'm not supposed to do this. And I think I break the game. So yeah. Stanley and the random guy parable. Okay, I think this is like a cutscene thing. Like, only for cutscene. So yeah. Okay. So the other one is where we were. 27. Yeah, this is for cutscene thingy. This is the actual one.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
This is the
and
thing.
constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
This is the outside world. Okay. I'm trying to figure it out. This is the boss place. Wait. This is the street, alright? This madness.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, of admitting that he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, was it really worth taking that risk?
I think I just
Or
broke the
could he
game
believe
so badly.
Everyone had disappeared. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. Everyone I know
I don't
simply
think I'm
vanishing
supposed
out
to
of the
do
blue.
this.
There's almost no other explanation for it.
Yeah.
And a nagging fear began to creep up in
Good
his
morning.
mind.
I don't think I'm supposed to do this.
Questions that had been there all along. He just hadn't put his finger
Press
on them
B.
yet. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked
I
down?
press B.
Why did doors close automatically
Press
behind
Y.
him wherever he went? And for that
Press
matter, these rooms
Y.
were starting to look pretty familiar. Was he
B.
just walking around in circles?
I don't know.
Where am I, he thought.
B.
And the more he found himself unable
J.
to answer these questions, the more questions continued to arise.
I think
Until
I
he
broke the
came to
game
the
so
issue that
badly.
had been slowly boiling until he could ignore it no longer.
What did I just
Why
do?
is there a voice in my head dictating everything?
Please go
that
home,
I'm
dear
doing and
family.
thinking?
I don't know what is going on.
Every door slammed shut. No!
Please eat dinner.
Stanley screamed. I need to get out of here.
This
I need to
line
know
is
that
not
there's
supposed
something
for
out
this
there.
part.
I need to know it's not just all in my head.
Please, the
He
children
screamed
are so.
and clutched at his skull as the voice grew harsher and the music in the background rose higher.
Fire
and higher.
tax return.
And then,
I rather
moments
not.
before collapsing to the ground, Stanley clenched his fists and screamed to anyone who might be listening, "I'm not real! I'm not real! Don't believe any of it! None of it's real!" And then everything went black.
Let's question nothing.
This is a very sad story about the death
I
of
have no
man named
idea.
Stanley.
What is? Please die.
Good, good.
Alright.
Now, if you don't mind, there's something I'd like to show you. But to do that, I think it would be best
I
for
am-
us to start
I'm
from
dead.
the beginning.
I'm dead.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
I just broke the game so... Yeah, I just broke the game so badly. I just broke the game. Even the narrator cannot keep up with my shenanigan. Please die, and then the moment of later, Stanley just lying dead. I have no idea. I broke the game so badly. I don't think I was supposed to do that, so yeah. Okay, so I wanna assume the moment I step on this or any of this platform, it's gonna cost them to start the line. Okay, this is the elevator going up here. Getting crash there. Escaping the window here.
There's no salvation for either of these two, I'm afraid. The narrator had as little power over Stanley as Stanley did over the paths that he walked.
Alright.
But listen to me. This story is not over. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
I think not.
Stop now and...
I think not. Alright. So here's the thing. I figured out. If I somehow right there it repeat the process. Now somewhere along this line, I don't know what this is actually. Some of this thing I cannot figure it out, to be honest.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley
Alright, give me a second.
walked through the red door.
I think I just cheated the whole game, but...
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the... Alright, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me...
Oh, here I am. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, so this is definitely the Half-Life thingy. That means... kill for now. Okay. Somewhere. Okay, let's listen to the red door. It's somewhere around here. Alright, red door.
Good, good. Now, if you don't mind, there's something I'd like to show you. But to do that, I think it would be best for us to start from the beginning.
I'm so confused.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man.
He died anyway.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. His job pushing buttons demanded little of him, so there was not much of himself to give.
I don't know. Remy said Stanley Parable. God damn it, Remy. Why am I pressing... why am I typing Remy on my keyboard? What the hell? That's not the thing I wanna type. Oh, that's what parable means. I see. Congratulations, Remy. You're pinned. Remy has been pinned. Alright. Let's get straight into it.
and in this way, Stanley's job felt less and less like his every day. But if buttons need pushing one day, it means they'll need pushing the next and then the next.
Okay.
So, without question or judgment, Stanley continued to do what the screen told him. One keystroke flowed into another keystroke, flowed into his ride home, flowed into dinner, flowed into waking up, flowed into going to work, and here he was again.
Okay.
Stanley was typing out a complete sentence that said absolutely nothing at all. If in reality no one ever actually disappeared from the office, and Stanley never got the opportunity to make a decision, to choose which path he wanted to take, would his life still have any meaning? Perhaps
I
when
don't
we
know, you
long
tell
for
me.
something deeply enough, these hopes and fantasies become so strong in our minds that we truly believe that we're there, controlling that person and living that adventure. To manipulate your own thoughts and emotions might mean freedom from a self-imposed prison, but these delusions can be fatal to those who can't tell the difference. And so, Stanley asked, if that door never opened, if I'll never be able to walk away from those people and from these buttons, is this life still worth experiencing?
I don't
Am I
know.
actually happy?
Don't
Stanley
know.
answered this question by pushing a button. Then he pushed a button, and then
Okay.
he pushed a button.
Okay.
Then he pushed a button.
JamHK416 says hello. Then hello again. Yes, JamHK416. Yes, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful night and a wonderful evening. And yeah, welcome to the stream. It's Stanley Parable mod for Half-Life, and I broke the game entirely. So yeah, I sort of hope you enjoy this little mess I'm trapping myself in. No caption found for. I don't know what this is supposed to mean, to be honest.
Then he pushed a button.
I don't know what the hell just happened. I think I just died out of stroke or something. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I'm so confused. Okay. There is one more. I haven't checked. I think. There is one more I haven't checked yet. Freedom. I assume this is freedom. This is the gaming room thingy. This is yeah, this is freedom and going the things up. This I cannot figure out. I think this is like the, what do you call it? This is where they trapped me back then. This is the stair. This is going crazy. Alright. I don't know what this one is. This is picking the door. Right? Elevator. Wait.
Now listen carefully. This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked
Oh, it
through
moved
the
it to different
red
room.
door.
It moved into different room. I see. Escape right there. It's the same building, so it's literally next to each other. Okay. I'm so confused, guys. I'm really confused. What is this black box? It's just nothing. Okay.
You see? It's nothing. No one's even built this section of
Alright,
the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. It's just a bunch of skybox and dev wall textures. That's it. Is this what you were looking for? Was it worth ruining the story I'd written out for you? I
Probably.
put a lot of time into that, and now well, here you are now, just looking at nothing. To think that that's all I needed to make in the first place, just a whole lot of nothing, and you would have been happy. Well, hey, you still need a little something to do. Am I right? Here, let me load up another map. See if there's something in here that'll keep you occupied.
Is it gonna load the same map?
Ah, here's one. Let's boot this up. We'll
All
see
right.
if you like it.
Okay. At this point, I'm just hands down. I just wanted to know, how broken this game I can push. Okay, so I'm definitely in Half-Life right now. No, wait a second. Okay, the thing is still on. So that means I'm still in the same map. Yeah, this is the same map as Half-Life, so yeah. But wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. This is the same map, but there's somewhere probably here. This one. Train, yes. Now, where does this place in Half-Life? Where is that located? The train building going out the stairs. You're not supposed to be here. That's the problem.
Put up, Westport. I spent so long talking about you. Why don't we just take a break from that and talk about something else for a change? Let's see. Well,
That's the
according to
thing.
Wikipedia, more than 90% of the night sharks caught off northeastern Brazil contain mercury
I'm like so
concentrations
confused.
higher than that considered safe by the local
I'm
government.
literally like
This
retracing my
is
stuff right now.
fascinating. Don't you
Whoa.
want to know more about the night sharks? Oh no, of course not. All you want to hear about is yourself, isn't it? Well, fine.
Okay.
You haven't listened to me once so far. I can't
Can't
expect you
teleport
to
me
turn
there.
that around now, can I?
Teleports me here. Upstairs. Nothing. So I'm not supposed to be here. I think I begin to understand. Yeah, I think I begin to understand. There is no way. This entire place. That's not right. This entire place is like one singular map. And you cannot escape from it because it's a one singular map. There is no way to escape it. I have no idea. I'm so confused. Maybe I have truly done it. Truly destroyed this entire playthrough. You're stuck in the back room. Yeah, probably. Well, okay, that's definitely a bummer. How about that part where the girl, the woman, told me to quit my game? What if I do that? Okay. This one. Okay. So it's gotta be somewhere around. Upstairs. Here. Here.
There's no salvation for either of these two, I'm afraid. The narrator had as little power over Stanley as Stanley did. over the paths that he walked.
Hey.
But listen to me. This story is not over. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit.
Alright.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
Alright. I mean, saving doesn't do anything, but alright. Save. And it closed the program. Because of course it does. But I guess that'll be the end of Stanley Parable for now. Yes. I don't understand this game seriously. So yeah. That'll be the end of Stanley Parable stream for now. I'm so confused. This is probably the weirdest stream I've done so far. Because I have no idea what the hell is going on. And you know how chaotic my stream usually is. So yeah, even I have no idea what the heck is going on in this stream. But yeah, that'll be the end of Stanley Parable stream for now. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. I hope you guys is as confused as I am. But yeah, that'll be the end of the stream for now. I'll continue this another different stream on Monday. I'll probably Sunday. But yeah, that'll be the end of Stanley Parable for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye. I'm confused. I don't know. Like, I seriously don't know what the hell to say anymore. Sorry.